type of call. He just was like, man, that clip, we gotta make sure the whole reason is in there. You know what I'm saying? So I told Top, I said, who do you want to come on here? Because I know you can't talk like that. Who from your side that you want to come on to the third verse so we can have they can have the discussion and get everything out. He's like, no, you doing a good job of telling everything. When I watch the whole shit, it's just that clip be like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's just all the shit ain't in there. But man,
who's the best rapper on the West Coast today?
Game.
You still the best rapper from Compton?
I'm definitely the best rapper from Compton. I ain't the best rapper from Compton. It gotta be Kendrick.
By the end of this video, nobody's going to blame anybody. Everybody's going to blame communication. And I will prove my point. So save your likes until you get to the end of the video. Let me earn it this time. Y'all hear all that stuff in the beginning, but let a real West Coast historian who had an affinity for the East Coast music sound during that time.
What that call was about. Okay.
Oh yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So let me go to the chat. Make sure there's some people in here. Let me tell y'all what that call was about. That call was about Top was calling me to tell me that when these clips come out, we got to tell the whole. He said, I know you telling the whole story, but you got to tell. It got to be in the clip of the whole story because he want everybody to understand. Dot didn't just stop talking to him for no reason.
He would say it when Kendrick said, I see dead people on the beginning of, what song was that?
Not Like Us.
Psst, I see dead people. When he said that in the beginning of the song, we did a song where Game said that in the beginning. Dre did the beat.
One Blood.
Dre, I see dead people.
No, not One Blood.
It's another song.
Yes, it was One Blood, right?
Oh, then we did another song where we said that.
All I see is dead people. All I see is dead people.
Game thought Kendrick was subliminally dissing him. I spoke to Game for over an hour. I told Top Dog this. This is a fact. I spoke to him for over an hour, convincing him that Kendrick was not dissing him. When Kendrick did that one where he was talking about Big Sean or all that, Game asked me, was he dissing him in that song?
What, Element?
The Heart.
Oh, The Heart, okay.
I went and talked to Kendrick about it. Kendrick was like, man, I would never diss him. What is he talking about? I told Chuck this. And I reminded him that on that conversation. I said, dog, these you like, chill out. This is real. But in his mind, he like is throwing shots at me. So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, conversations that me and this man be having. This is real. I am his conscience. I be stopping him. But guess what? I had that conversation. Then he started dissing Rick Ross.
Right. Yeah.
So last time I seen him, when was that? When we was at the will.i.am thing.
Okay.
So when we went to that thing at FYI,
Visionaries.
remember that?
Yeah, Visionaries.
Me and him arguing in the bathroom. It's a whole thing going on in the outside. And this whole conference going on. And he's like, you the reason that I diss Rick Ross. I said, yeah, I wasn't supposed to diss nobody. I told you not to say nothing. Well, you told me not to say nothing about Kendrick. I said, because he wasn't dissing you. Man. Oh. It was a whole thing. Then we had to walk out because that was literally like will.i.am was having a conference thing.
Right.
Man, this is really in there. He's like, man, I was like, dog, you shouldn't have. I told you not to diss nobody. I told you not to say nothing. Say, man, motherfuckers be saying that you won't be hearing it. I said, no one's talking about you, dog. They're not. But you know.
So this is why he wasn't invited to the pop-out.
I don't know if he was invited. I think he could have went if he wanted to.
That's true.
It's not that type of deal. It was no invite or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Him and Drake are friends. They're friends. Okay. So I want everybody to understand that. That's his boy. So him and Kendrick, it's a different relationship. You get what I'm saying? It's not like they buddy. Kendrick don't call Game to hang out. It's not that type of We're gonna do a song. Let's do a song. They both from Compton. Kendrick was inspired. Game is a fan of Kendrick. It's not that type of deal. Game is a very competitive. So when somebody Game ain't J. Cole.
It gotta be Kendrick. And if Kendrick the best rapper, tell him step up and end it.
One of the things that a lot of people don't understand is when you're paying homage, the people you're paying homage to, sometimes you just got to say, shout out to that person. Because at the end of the day, some people know and some people don't know. And that's the one thing that we all should know. But it gets a little more deeper than what y'all think. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Save the like. Hold on. Roll it.
After that video that dude shot in Compton, that changed everything.
The 100 video.
The 100 video.
I would have all of your fans if I didn't go popping. I stayed on some conscious shit.
You know, I had spoke about that and told, remember I said that I told Wack and Game about that.
My studio with that fake shit. Y'all better not come.
And top thing is like, hey, that gotta be it. It don't need to be perceived that Dot just stopped talking to Kendrick out of nowhere. I mean, Kendrick stopped talking to Game out of nowhere. Right. That was the thing that, you know what I'm saying, that did it. And he reminded me that some of the younger guys, when they shot that J-Rock video, they went over to Game's house to do that part. And Game had when he put that mask on, he said that the label or somebody said he couldn't show his face.
Like 2 times for the homeboy Game. 3.
But 2 weeks later, he did a Hurricane Chris video.
By my staff, you don't like that dirty money, send your girl to wipe me down.
The song becomes a hit, and you end up doing the remix.
Yeah, I did the remix.
And you got like everyone on it. Game, E40, Boosie, Jada.
That's because they had that big budget. They had that bag. They had that real deal money. It wasn't no budget on it was no cap. When I did something, it was no max to what I could spend. That's why you seen 17 people on one remix. Man, all these people got bags. I'm talking about these $50,000, $60,000 verses a piece you hear. This remix might have came out to $500,000.
Another thing that he wanted me to put out here, since I'm going down. The hoodie that he wore in the J-Rock video, the reason he zipped it up is because he got $10,000 to wear it. So that's why he was wearing that shirt.
There are 2 rumors, and I can believe them both. One, that Game actually couldn't show his face because at the time, Game was signed to Geffen. Game was signed to the rival to who J-Rock was signed to, which it was Top Dog and all them, which was UMG, which was Warner Music Group.
He got signed months later. Warner Brothers. We started on this album. He wrote his.
Warner Music Group is a rival to Geffen, right? So not only that, you got to understand, Game is the money man as well. Everybody knew who was throwing up that W when he said Game's name. So $10,000 for that hoodie to be worn makes a whole lot of sense. Because now when you fast forward to what they say 2 weeks later, he's on the A-Bay. He got paid a 50 ball. So yeah, it does make sense. All in all, nobody's wrong in this situation, but nobody wants to call everybody out and say, you're actually right. And this is more of the issue.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
these are the things that Top is reminding me on the phone. And I told him, I'm like, who from the crew that we need to have on, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To make sure that it's done correctly. He's like, no, I'm loving everything you're doing. I'm just telling you. He's like, I was talking to Doc last night. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, let him know it's all love. But he's like, I love everything you're doing. You telling the truth. Just that clip didn't have that part in there, so I don't want it to look like this nigga Doc just was like, I just stopped talking to Game for no reason. So that's what that was about. And that, so that's my Top is my brother. I know y'all on OVO stat. No, that's you know what I'm saying. Right. So as I said today, it's 6 people. It's only 6 that I really care about, like maintaining a relationship because they always been good to me. Top Dog, Dr. Dre, Paul Rosenberg, Eminem, 50 Cent. Who am I missing?
Dr. Dre, Top Dog, Dr. Dre.
I said Top
Eminem,
Dog first, right?
Top Dog, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, Eminem.
Oh, and now Doc.
Kendrick, yeah.
Kendrick pulled up to me and Bobby Creekwater had a video. That dude pulled up. He had a Cadillac CTS, and he was the hottest shit going. He pulled up and was in that video for me. When I asked him to do a verse for me, that dude sent that verse back in literally like 25 minutes.
That verse was dope too.
My nigga.
Know that Kendrick felt the way about that. He reiterated it, but now he said in retrospect he could see and understand it. But guess what? This is one of the bombshells I'm going to drop here today. But he said when Kendrick did Power And this is what he said. When Kendrick did Power, and they knew that 50 Cent was his arch nemesis, he didn't feel away.
Human connection, right? Are you sad?
At the time when Game and 50 Cent was beefing, it came from Game's loyalty, the way that it's spinning its head now, 20 years later now, I believe? Let's understand something. Game is loyal to his people. Sometimes to a fault, it looks like, per the internet. Because if you recall, Game's fallout with G-Unit and 50 Cent and everybody, it came because he wasn't going to go against a homeboy that he had when he was coming up and somebody that he was already cool with. Rolling?
Yeah, I got a question for Game.
Yo, what's up, homeboy?
What's good, Game?
What's good, doggy?
Yo, what's up with that Jada and Fat Joe?
What you mean? What you want to know?
What's going on with them? How you see it? What's going on?
Where does it put you in the...
Man, it puts me, I'm going to stay out of it, man. Kiss has been one of my homeboys from, the early stages of my career on the underground mixtape level, and Fat Joe is a dude who I got love for in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Is TS Squad and Black Wall Street. We ain't got no problems, man. So, I'm just standing on the outside looking in, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, y'all. I just want to tell you, I love your music. You doing good, man. Keep up all the good work and all of that.
Man, it's all love, homie.
All right?
Game to tell you when it all started. Game drop documentary.
All right, I think I earned the like now. Thank you. And if I didn't, then I'm fairly certain I'll get it when y'all hear this one. There are too many alphas going on right now as far as all of this shit. Game is who he is. Top Dog is who he is. Kendrick is who he is. All of this shit. And Drake is who he is. Now, the Drake official diss was the one that set it off. It was the Jodeci's Back. That's when Drake had dissed Kendrick Lamar. Now, he was the one who sent the first shot. So there's that. Y'all can say it was the Control shit, but Control came after the Jodeci's Back freestyle. You don't believe me? Listen to these lyrics.
Flew to operation in Cali soon as the snow drop, arguing about who's the best MC. I think everyone would agree. They know that you're not.
Now, Drake may say, bruh, that wasn't no diss or anything, because once I dissed Kendrick Lamar, I said his name in it. But y'all been trading slick shots anyways. So if he says, actually, that's not true, that's not it at all. Kendrick was just trying to be the king, and he knew to go after everybody and all this shit and everything like that. If that's what Drake would roll with, and he put it on his kid, then I wouldn't fight him on it. But for me, that's when I believe that it all set itself on up. That's just my thoughts alone. Nobody can tell me what to say. Nobody can tell me what to do. This is my shit. So when I hear other people spinning the story and doing it this way, and the sources that they need to cite, they're not citing it, and this ain't a diss, but I understand something that they don't. I remember this shit. Majority of this shit. Not all of it, of course, but a majority of this shit. Because at the time, a cat like me, music was it. That was the escape. And I'm fairly certain music was the escape for a lot of y'all. What do I believe is going to happen? I think Game just going to flat out just diss him in a song. I'm sorry. Game comes off a little bit as like he said basically, bruh, I be having mood swings and all this shit. So when there's people who dissing Game and saying, oh shit, nah man, Game, you and 50 was in the club damn near 2 to 3 years before Kendrick Lamar even showed up on Power and all that and everything. Yeah, that wasn't real though. Game don't rock with him like that. Game rock with him 1 minute, Game don't rock with him another minute. That's why they can never be cool. Now that part is Game's fault. And he's on camera admitting this shit a bunch. I think it's like a BT freaking behind the scenes shit or whatever the hell. But yeah, man, all this hate towards Kendrick, this shit is eyeball, bro. Like, honestly, this shit is definitely eyeball. If you rocking with somebody I don't rock with, I have the authority and ability to say, man, that's cool for you, but I ain't rocking with Buddy. So if you ain't cut up like that and all that shit, and he dissing me on a song with you in your hood, it sound like you co-signing that, then I can't be mad at Kendrick. If Game say, man, Nash, look, bruh, I ain't know what he was doing. He was just flowing and doing this shit. And I don't tell people what to write. They can say whatever the hell they want to say. They got to deal with the consequences of that shit. I'm staying out of it. Then I understand. But for people to act as though Kendrick Lamar doesn't have a valid gripe, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, bro. That ain't flying over here. I seen how the whole entire army of Drake fans has come out and all this shit, and it's all lit. Let's talk shit about Kendrick. Let's do all this shit. Let's do all of that and everything like that. All right, be careful what you ask for. Be very careful for what you ask for. I still rock with Drake. I don't give a shit about the Kendrick and Drake beef or none of that. But I'm not picking a side either. I listen to a lot of Kendrick Lamar. I listen to a lot of Drake. It's really only about 7 rappers that I listen to. Anyways, I don't listen to everybody. I listen to Youngboy. I listen to Dirt. Shit, what y'all want to do? But at the same dang time, my opinion and my thoughts on this, there's too many damn alphas in the room speaking, and nobody's listening. Now, I will say I didn't understand the whole entire game going after Rick Ross and all that shit. That shit just blew my mind because it was like, bro, what the hell? But then again, Game's relationship with Rick Ross is odd anyways, because when 50 Cent and Rick Ross was going at it, Game was on the phone like, bruh, this is the first time I done agreed with dude in a long time, but then turned around on Ali Boumaier and you have Rick Ross on there. And I ain't gonna lie, Rick Ross' verse was hard, 2 Chainz' verse was hard, all of that shit. The song was fire. But it is what it is. So if you didn't like it before, let me get that like now, man. See if we can get this up to 3K likes. If we can't, this shit, get it up to 5. But subscribe, turn the bell to notify, share to keep your people aware. Boosie. What the hell is you doing? Click right here for that video or click right here for the playlist to get you through your night and your day. Good night or early morning, whichever one it is to you. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all come on back now.
Was the top of the block, so watch that black boy fly.